As you see, I have some whips. Hi and welcome to my channel. Yet another channel about yarn arts where I speak very bad English because it's not my first language. So today I want to talk about unfinished projects. Project number 1, this top. I made the pattern myself, designed it to fit the bust area well and even hosted a crochet along in my local crochet community. And guess what? I still have not finished it. Shame on me. This top is my priority now, I have to finish it by tomorrow. So, let's start. I made the straps for the top off camera because I was having insomnia and crocheting at night. Now you can watch me weaving in the ends while I'm talking about why it's so hard to finish projects and how to start doing it. Unfinished objects and works in progress are a common theme among knitters and crocheters. Almost everyone has a basket of nearly complete sweaters, single socks and so on. So why is it so hard to finish what we start and how can we help ourselves actually complete our crochets? Let's start from the question why we don't finish projects. First, loss of interest. Starting a new project feels exciting, new yarn, new colors, fresh patterns, but once the novelty wears off, especially if the project is long or repetitive, we get bored and move on. Second, the project turned out harder than expected. Sometimes a pattern turns out to be more complex, the yarn more difficult or the sizing less intuitive. Frustration builds up and we reach for something easier and more instantly rewarding. 3. Fear of the finish line. This might include fear the result won't match expectations, self-doubt, anxiety. You can add yours. And the top is done. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I don't usually like making the same things twice, but I might actually repeat this one. The construction turned out really well. Now it's time to move on to the next project. Project number 2, basket made with cotton yarn. This yarn is just terrible. I don't like the color, I don't like the texture. So I decided to turn it into a basket and finish it as soon as possible, so I never have to see this yarn again. If you think my face looked too grumpy for such a small project, you're right. Call me a yarn snob if you want, but I really don't enjoy working with low quality yarn. And this one is that kind of yarn. It says 80% cotton, but it's awful. The yarn doesn't glide and I have to force the hook through every stitch. I had to take breaks every 30 minutes because my hand started hurting. Anyway, let's continue the conversation about why we don't finish projects. 4. It starts feeling like a chore. When a project becomes a duty, joy disappears, especially if it's a gift, a commission or something you feel you should finish because the yarn was expensive. 5. Procrastination. Our brains remember unfinished tasks more vividly than finished ones. This is known as the Zeigarnik effect. It gives the illusion that we'll get back to it any day now, but days turn into months. The basket is finished. I was planning to use it for cat toys, but now I think it turned out more like a cat nest. Either way, the project is done, and that's what matters. Now let's move to the next project. Project number 3, a dress made of super fine silk. I'm crocheting it with 2.5mm hook, so yeah, this is a long-term project. My goal is to finish it by next summer. By the way, I got this yarn from Temu and I'll make a separate video about it. Project number 4, Serbian cotton. I wanted to make a beach skirt and even crocheted the waistband, but then I remembered I almost never go to the beach, so maybe I'll make something else. And finally, number 5. A diamond painting I started a year ago and still have not finished. It's been hanging half done on the wall and it drives me crazy. I just need to sit down and do it. Anyway, let's continue the conversation about why we don't finish projects. How to start finishing what you start. Be intentional about what you cast on. Before casting on, ask yourself, why do I want to make this? Will I actually wear or use it? Do I have time and energy to finish it? If your honest answer is I'm not sure, consider waiting. Second, break it down into stages. A large project feels more doable in small chunks. Crochet a swatch. Finish the first 10 centimeters of the body. Knit one sleeve, block and assemble. You can even set mini goals in your planner or project journal. 3. Keep a project journal. Write down what you are making, the yarn and pattern, what stage you are at, what you dislike about it. This makes it easier to pick up a dormant project and continue where you left off. 4. Let go of the projects you won't finish. Sometimes the most freeing choice is to frog a project. Tell yourself, this is no longer brings me joy, I'm letting it go. It frees up both yarn and mental space. 5. Schedule a finishing day. Set aside a specific time, say Sunday evenings, for finishing work. Weaving in ends, sewing buttons, blocking, make it a cozy ritual. Try the 1+1 rule. For every new project you start, finish at least one existing one. This helps you stay focused and prevents your WIP pile from growing out of control. And some final thoughts. Finishing projects isn't just about discipline, it's about self-kindness. Unfinished objects can carry guilt. Once again, I did not follow through, but in knitting and crocheting, the journey matters just as much as the result. Allow yourself to change your mind and at the same time gently support the part of you that wants to finish what you started. Okay, I overestimated myself. I won't be able to finish the diamond painting in this video, but hey, progress is progress. Just so you know, this tiny section took me 3 hours, and honestly that's too long for something I don't even enjoy that much. I'm off to do some more crochet now, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video, bye bye!